All right, my friends, now that we have these guidelines, let's look at the integral of t times cosecant t times cotangent t with respect to t in terms of this guidance over here. So, there's so many things you could let u equal, right? Like you could let u equal just t or just cosecant t or just cotangent t or t times cosecant t or t times cotangent t. Or cosecant t times cotangent t. There's so many different things that you could, let u equal. So it says let u equal a portion whose derivative is simpler than it was. So let's think. Derivative of t is 1. That's simpler. Derivative of cosecant cotangent, or negative cosecant cotangent, not simpler. Same thing for cotangent. So right there, I'm kind of hoping that I'm going to get away with letting u equal t. Okay. And then what would that leave me for dv? I'll just kind of draw a line here. What would dv be? Well, dv would have to be the rest. All the way down to the dt. Okay. And so guideline number 2, let dv be the most complicated portion as long as you can integrate it. So do we know the antiderivative of cosecant t cotangent t? And yes, we do. So we have a winner. There we go. Okay. So let's finish this out. So if u is t, what's du? Yep, dt. And then what would we have to take the derivative of to get cosecant t cotangent t? And the answer would be the opposite of cosecant t. There you go. And then some people are wondering probably, like, what about the plus c? Well, for the toolkit part of integration by parts, it doesn't make sense to have that plus c there. So we don't write a plus c. All right. So now let's go ahead and see what we would get. So this original part represented the integral of u with respect to v. And so we would get u, which we're going to write t for that, times v minus the integral of v and then du, which would be dt. Okay. All right, simplify as we go. So we'd have negative t cosecant t. That part is done. And then up to you what you want to do with these negatives. I'll go ahead and merge them. Like so. And do we have a rule for the antiderivative of cosecant t? We sure do. Let's see, a minus actually, huh? Where's my eraser? There we go. Minus the natural log of the absolute value of cosecant t plus cotangent t plus c. Oh man, there we go. All right, my friends, hopefully you're starting to get the hang of it. Reread the guidelines through again if that doesn't make sense. Before we move on, if this does not feel good yet, go back through A and B, work through the steps again before you move on. Okay, we don't have a ton of drill and kill in this lesson. I'll kind of add a little difficulty each time. Okay. All right, so example 2, let's have you see if you can evaluate the integral from 0 to 1 of arctangent of x with respect